Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon Perna, the virgin of getting paid to talk about football news. And let me tell you, I want to be the whore of football news so badly, I will be loose. I will be loose. Just give me a chance to be a loose whore for football news. Today I'm going to take a way too deep dive into Emmanuel Sanders' Twitter thread because last night he asked a very important political question. Let me read it because it's relevant. Me and bros are having a convo, ... We are debating whether or not @Tim Tebow is still a virgin. Pondering emoji. God forbid you make fun of a virgin. No, wait. Literally, I think that applies here. God does forbid those who make fun of virgins, so shame. Shame on you, Emmanuel Sanders. The thread of tweets that ensued after the holy question is amazing, and that's what we're gonna talk about. That's Good Sports. The most popular response came from @Bordessa1. Well, as long as you're discussing personal issues that are none of your business, how's your divorce coming along? Burned! You got burned! 833 favorites on that one. There's some sensitive virgins out there, which, if you're a man and a virgin, it will be very, and I mean very sensitive the first time. The first couple times, really. Now, I will say this in defense of Sanders. Tebow has made it very public on several occasions that he's a virgin. He's consciously chosen to be king of the virgin. So I think he himself made for what many of us would be a personal issue, a public one. I thought Sanders' tweet was funny because I have wondered the same thing myself, and that's honest to God, I have wondered if he's still a virgin. And there's no malice in that, it's just a question. But there were a lot of angry virgin defenders on Twitter, which is strange because it's not like Sanders said, "Hey, I wonder if Tebow is still a stupid virgin. Ha ha ha, stupid virgin." That's not what he said. And I don't see anyone defending me when people in my comment section say, "I know he's married, but I still bet he's never had sex." Where are all my defenders? You know, @JesusFollower07 did not like this tweet. He said, "If he's not married yet, then he still is. That's all respect because he serves the one true God." I respect that anyone can believe whatever they want to believe. It's why I haven't personally murdered every Patriots fan on earth. So, if you want to be a virgin, to me, that's no different than wanting to be a vegan. The virgin of enjoying food. I'm glad Tim Tebow is a virgin, because as a man, I feel threatened when I see other men having sex with lots of hot women. That's why I only watch girl-on-girl porn. I respect the fact that Tebow could have sex with literally tens of thousands of women, but chooses not to. If I were in his position, I would not make that choice. There would be tens of thousands of women who said, "Oh, that was it?" If Tebow wanted, and really think about this, he could probably have sex with more virgins than anyone in human history. He could be the Wilt Chamberlain of deflowering virgins. I don't care if you're a virgin man or woman. If you had the chance to lose your virginity to Tim Tebow, you do it. Next to going to church on a weeknight, it's the most religious thing you can do. @Loudmouth37 responded to JesusFollower07 because you don't have a name like Loudmouth on Twitter and not do that. He said, "Why do people always have to say the one true God?" Then they went back and forth for a bit, but in a surprisingly respectful way, which P. Browning3 pointed out at the end of their conversation. This convo ended way better than where I thought it was headed. And P. Browning3 is right. These two men disagreed with each other on social media and didn't resort to treating the other like a human piece of garbage. That, if anything, that gives me hope for the entire human race. So I applaud you guys. @Fuente99 posted, "Delete this. What are you, 12? But then @MJV816913 responded, "No, he's 10. Because he wears number 10? That's great twittering, and I was genuinely entertained." I'll end with my favorite one, because after this, it's just a bunch of people very angry that Sanders said the words Virgin Tebow. At Freedom_306 said, "My girlfriend and I were having a convo. We concluded real men don't sit around debating whether another dude is still a virgin or not." Respect. I respect you, Freedom_306, because that's exactly what I'd tweet if I were trying to get my girlfriend to fuck me that night. Real men don't discuss this stuff. Bullshit. This is exactly the dumb stuff guys talk about all the time. We talk about sex whenever we can because it pops into our brain every 10 seconds. Yep, I just thought about it, and I was very good. This tweet, although maybe a small jab at Tebow, is hardly offensive. I don't think he was trying to make a statement about all virgins. If you choose not to have sex, that's cool. But I think we're smart enough to understand that people who choose not to have sex are no more virtuous than the rest of us. Just because someone remains a virgin well into adulthood, that doesn't make them a role model. I'm not going to tell my kids to try and be like Tim Tebow, because that's an extremely unfair expectation. I personally want my kids to know how to throw a football. Honestly, I think this is a fair question for Sanders to ask. Crazy, yes, but fair. I think Emmanuel doesn't buy into the idea that Tebow, an athlete on the road, the place pro athletes fuck like rabbits, has managed to stay a virgin for this long. Let me be very real with you. It is very hard for men to understand someone choosing to not have sex when they could be having sex with multiple people every day. That's the truth. Like it or not, that's how guys think. And any guy who tells you otherwise, ladies, is a fucking liar. All we want to do is sleep with things. And by sleep, I mean staying awake, doing intercourse. The craziest thing, the thing nobody ever discusses, is that virginity is kryptonite for NFL quarterbacks. It's like the opposite, it does the opposite to QBs as what it does to boxers. Tebow, virgin, no longer in the NFL, beat by Tom Brady badly in the playoffs. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl when he was fucking. He became a virgin again and lost the Super Bowl to guess who? Tom Brady, a guy who definitely fucks. In fact, the real virgin hater here is Tom Brady when you think about it. Maybe we should call Tom Brady out for being a virgin hater. Come on, go to Tom Brady's Facebook page and start writing, "Brady, virgin hater, Brady, virgin hater." Maybe that will start a real discussion. Like I said, Tebow has talked about virginity a lot. He was once asked about the type of girl he does want to lose his virginity to, and he said this.
Ooh, good question, I like that. I'm gonna go with vanilla chocolate swirl. I'm a plain guy, you know, I just don't like too much in it.
Which is strange because when he was asked about his favorite flavor of ice cream, he said this.
I don't know if I can think of one right now.
I honestly just think Tebow doesn't know what he's talking about.
They always called me Timmy the Tumor.
When Tebow is ready to have sex, let me show you how you do it, Tim. Are you ready for entrance? She must say yes for consent. Yes. You are clear to go. Then, slowly. Don't put your hands on her body. That would be offensive. Don't move. Clean up in aisle U. For more helpful tips on how to have sex, check out my new website, doingitlikeapro.gov. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Subscribe here, and if you want the notifications, click the little bell next to the subscribe button. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna, Instagram at Brandon Perna, and we are getting close to training camp starting, so wet your whistles, because I'm ready to blow them for you.